In this video, I'm going to show you 5 essential ball machine drills that I like specifically because you can manipulate them so that they fit everyone, from beginner to world class. The first one is your good old side to side, forehand backhands, but with a twist. I'm going to set up my ball machine from the corner because that gives me different angles, and I'm working on always keeping the ball cross court. So I'm not changing direction yet, and you also see that I put out targets. And I'm not just going side to side, running right, left, and just mindlessly hitting the ball. I'm trying to get to 8 balls in a row, and if I miss one, and that is where you can start manipulating the drill. If I miss one, for instance, for my level, I should say, if I hit a ball shorter than the service line, that's a miss. I'm going to have to start over. So it's also a little bit of a mental skills drill because at some point you might get frustrated. And of course, if 8 balls is too easy, I can always up that number. But with a ball machine like the Titan ball machine, I can also manipulate the pace, of course, the spin, the frequency, the depth, and the height. So I can, depending on my level, I can increase the level of this drill, or I can then slow it down, make it a little easier if I'm a little newer to tennis. But I'm adding targets, and I'm also adding that pressure of making the number. So let's see how that goes. And of course, I'm going to do that for both corners. So I'm going to move the ball machine over to the ad side then. Highest percentage shot, 8 balls in a row, cross court. Deeper and the service line, that barely made it. 2, 3, 4. I gotta start over. 1, 4, yeah, just so. 5, 6, ooh, the pressure. Don't screw it up, Babel. I think that was it. And of course you could say that, hey, Meike, this was too slow for your level of play. You know, you had too much time in the middle, but I didn't make 8 in a row 15 times in a row. I missed, so today, that's my level, and I'm okay with that. The next one is a volley drill. Now I'll be ambitious on the first set here. I'm going to use the exact same setting so I don't have a whole lot of time to recover. Let's see how it goes. Man, I gotta get up there. Now I'm going into the open corner, so meaning if I'm having the feed come from the deuce, I go into the ad, which adds a little bit more of a difficulty there because I'm not just going with the highest percentage, the inside ball here, where I'm just basically deflecting the ball. Now I have to also change direction. So that drill is maybe a step up from just going cross court. I'm going to start from a little bit behind the service line so that I have to move up to the ball. So I'm moving up, I split step, and then I knock the ball into the open corner. And of course, again, I can make it difficult by increasing the pace of the ball. I can vary the height of the ball, making it from a so-called easy put away that we still need to work on. Or I can also add spin, for instance, and lower the ball so it mimics a little bit more of those difficult dippers that you get down to your feet. Same drill, different corner. Changing direction of a cross court on the backhand volley. Ay, ay, ay. The next drill is a tactical decision-making drill. When does it make sense for me to go down the line off of a cross-court ball? And this is where the Titan ball machine really shines because you can program every single ball within a 6-ball sequence to go to a completely different spot with different speed, with different height, with different spin. So my first two balls, I'm rallying cross court. I'm trying to go deep to create a shorter ball. And of course, yes, with the ball machine, the third ball is coming shorter. It's going to sit a little bit more in the middle. And that is the one that I'm going to change direction on. Oh, I made the mistake that I didn't recover to where I should have. Do over. Remember, once you've changed direction, you're not just backpedaling back because you know your next ball is going to be a cross-court forehand again. You want to recover like you would in a match. Either you come in all the way and then just let the next ball go. Perfectly fine, no worries. Or what I'm going to do in this drill, after I attack a slightly shorter ball, I'm going to recover to my bisector of an angle, which then puts me in a little bit more of a binding position when I then have to go for my next cross-court ball, which then of course I'm working on hitting cross-court, high and heavy, so I have more time for a better defensive position. So even with a ball machine, you can work on your tactical decision making. When I'm doing this drill from the outside, for me as a right-hander, of course I'm going to work on 2 rally balls, high heavy to create the shorter ball. And yes, I will go and use my down the line backhand, but you can also look for your forehands so that I'm stepping around here and I can now choose, am I going to go inside in or am I going to go inside out? But remember, no matter what you do with your target there, you got to recover to your bisector of an angle. Next drill, overheads. You need them and you need to practice them, period. Whether it's singles or doubles, to my mind, especially at the lower levels, you need them almost more than at a higher level, because remember last time you played, definitely doubles. What do people do when they get under pressure? They throw up a lot pretty much immediately. And I see that a lot of times in singles as well. So you just have to deal with it and you have to get good at them. Now for this drill, of course, again, I set out the ball machine on different corners, different positions on the court. You can vary your targets. You can push yourself a lot if you up the frequency, so you have to move a lot. And of course, I'm not just gonna have the ball machine feed the overhead to one side. If I want to make it tougher, I'm going to vary different locations from which I will have to hit the overhead. If you're a little newer to tennis, you may want to decrease the area from which you're hitting the overheads, but there's tons of ways to make that a really difficult drill. Oh, shoot. Okay, maybe that setting was a little too mean. The next drill is perfect to do with the ball machine. Returning dink serves. You know, the ones that are kind of just sitting somewhere in the service box and you can run up and usually we smack them right into the fence. And the reason why they're great to work on with the ball machine is because you're probably not going to ask a person who has that kind of serve, hey, can you give me some of those terrible, dinky blooper serves? So ball machine is great for that. When returning your dink serve, remember you're further inside the court, so you have less room to hit into. You can be super aggressive, but don't be greedy with your targets. You don't want to go for a line, so go for big targets. And a lot of times it's great to literally hit that ball right back at them because you're jamming them. Doesn't give them any angles and you're in a great position to take over the point. And yes, I get it. This is probably a little bit more of a drill for newer levels because at higher levels, you're not going to see the dink serve anymore. But it's really still fun to rip mid-court balls. If you don't have a ball machine yet, I would strongly suggest that you invest in one because it's super easy to get the ball machine. Yes, you have a court and you can just squeeze in a great practice session into your busy life, or simply when you can't find anyone to hit with. And with a ball machine like the Titan ball machine, you can do anything. Again, from beginner to world-class level. And if you use the code that I'm putting down below in the description, you also get to save money.